God bless you, man. And I thank God that He laid it in your heart and in your spirit about this hibernation of the apostolic. I feel like that is also for the prophetic as well, that we can learn from the hibernation period. It blessed me because realizing that sometimes God will put you in hibernation, and sometimes we put ourselves in hibernation.
If you are indeed an authentic apostle, or prophet, or any other fivefold ministry, it is God gave you the assignment of the apostle, but the fivefold ministry gifts can benefit from this book. Even in the first chapter of the book, I found myself, and it compelled me to continue. Just keep reading, and the more I read, I was able to even do a timeline of my life from when I accepted the call, and watch how those seasons changed in development and empowerment, and even in pruning and cutting back some things which was not needed.
That is that when we go into hibernation, hibernation is not it's not a slow down or a take away. Mm-hmm. It's to go in and to increase. Mm-hmm. And he's talked about David going into the cave because he was attacked in so many different ways. So it's the same thing that we are going to go through. And hibernation is also can be in terms of elevation, because you go in and getting prepared for what God has already planned for you. So that's all we have to do, is just continue to allow ourselves to not think of it as something as a punishment, but as for an elevation.
There you go, Apostle Wallace.
He's trying to teach us in the cave is the idea of, like you said, there's no flaws in the cave. We don't see the key areas, but we do and listen to hear the voice of God, right? And God, I believe, is trying to make us more dependent on that than He is on the other things that we use to assess whether this is working. Because as you know, we can have one people of God, and God is looking down from heaven like, I'm not impressed. and that's what I believe the hibernation is in terms of what it does in our life. When we say we belong to God, our times are there, our seasons are there. He tells us when to stop, and when to say He's the author, and we finish of our faith, and the pauser. Right. And I love how you highlight that. Yes, sir. Because we can take comfort in it. I don't have to be where you expected me. Right. As long as it's in God's hands, as long as I'm where He wanted me. Amen. As long as I'm being obedient. Yes. And you know what? I think your book has the ability to set people free, even from their own standards. Yes, sir. What they expect from their own life.